When I was 19, I got this job in a sales position and the money was great, $40,000 a year, which at the time was actually good money for just about anyone, let alone a teenager. And so I turned up on day one, did a bit of training, and then headed out to my designated suburbs, and then came back at the end of the day, only to have the boss come to me and a couple of others and say, well, I've decided to make all the roles commission-based. So suddenly that $800 a week was off the table and I left angry at being deceived. I'd turned down another secure job to choose to work with him. And then the following day I came back in and there was a larger group of us and we discussed what had happened, and then we decided to take our concerns directly to the boss. Now, for reasons I don't fully understand, I was chosen to be the spokesperson. And as young as I was, I nervously laid out our confusion and our upset, then had my grizzly bearded boss look around the room and say, does anyone else have a problem with this like young Cairo here? I was shocked because they all demurely shook their heads, and then what had felt like a solidarity moment just dissolved and they backed out of the room, and I found myself alone with him. And then he looked at me, and I'm not making this up, he said to me, you're like a young stallion, Cairo, who needs to be broken in. I don't think this is the place for you. I agreed with him. I said, I don't think it is either. So anyway, I suppose I was half quit and I was half fired, and I left the building, walked out into unemployment, but kind of with my head held high. I wasn't happy about losing the job, but it felt good to have stood for something, to have known my principles in the situation. And I've thought about that conversation many times over the last almost 3 decades, because although I didn't get the result that I would have wanted, I would have liked to have him revert to saying, okay, yeah, you're right, that's what I put in the ad, that's what I'll pay you. But that's the nature of things. We go into conversations often focused on an outcome, and that is important very often, but equally important is who we choose to be. Who do we want to be as we're having the conversation?